Hello there, my Sagittarius collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness, Sagittarius. What do you have going on? Sagittarius, I do feel like relationships or partnerships are kind of falling apart around you. Something isn't quite working. So that's very interesting for you. Keep focusing on what is important. You're going to be just fine. Definitely watch your favorite astrologer. Feel like there's a lot of movement with regard to you. So some of you could have your rising moon or Venus could be kind of doing a little transiting thing, which is very interesting for you. Should be very uncomplicated. There's the Chariot, there's the Seven of Cups. This is like foghorn energy. So, Sagittarius, to some of you, it's kind of time for you to slow down till you kind of know what the fuck it is that you do want. So definitely make sure you're paying attention to the red flags. Some of y'all just slow it the fuck down. Keep making smart choices here. You need to trust something. So now's not the time to rush into anything, Sagittarius. For some of you, that's like the worst thing you could do. So make sure you're taking all the sort of normal precautions that you would. This is like if you're driving in snow or fog, right? Kind of use that to slow down. So you could almost be feeling like there is this sort of pullback energy with you. Some of y'all need to trust it, though. Sit your ass down on something. Some of you could be getting some of that sort of reverberation energy from that tower vibe. There's the Queen of Swords. Well, the Two of Pentacles and the Magician wanted to come out together. So your moon nodes could be switching up. There could be something interesting going on with regards to your chart. So watch your favorite astrologer. Something works out on your behalf, and you don't have to put that much time, energy, or effort into it. But you do need to be mindful that you're not taking or making any unnecessary risks. There's the Hierophant energy. You basically know better, so just sit down. This isn't Jesus take the wheel, because you're not going to be going too fast, or you're not going to allow yourself to feel that overwhelmed, that you feel like you have to get to the point of asking for that. That's what makes the difference. Good Lord, Sagittarius, look at you go. Watch your favorite astrologer. Pay attention to something. Trust the slowdown energy. So, Sagittarius, for some of you, that's the whole fucking point here. So take a minute. Center yourself. Don't allow yourself to be overwhelmed. This isn't like complacency. This is just find that sort of natural pace, and don't try to do any more than you need to. So a lot of you are kind of paying attention to what you need to pay attention to. You're pulling your energy back when you know you need to pull your energy back. You're taking your time with something. You're not allowing yourself to be overwhelmed. That is definitely not a Jesus take the wheel, because you've been paying more attention. So you're not at that point where you don't have control over whatever the hell your decision making is, or anything like that. Some of you, your faith, hope, and trust is what makes the difference. This is kind of that let go, let God, but it's not in like that, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. It's in that energy of, it just is what it is. You're trusting your instincts on something. This is like if you pray, you know that prayers aren't automatically answered. There's no like certainty to anything. You can send those positive vibes out there, but there's no like, what is it they say? You can't get what you want. This ain't like Burger King. It's that type of vibe when it comes to you. But you also have to know when to pay attention to what you need to pay attention to. So if anything feels like it's going too fast or you don't feel like you have control, that's when you need to pull your energy back. I think a lot of you have been in this energy for a while. Once you get this sort of peace and contentment within yourself, you really don't try to rush into anything. You're not really going to rush into anything. So you're always going to take your time. But there's so much of this energy. There's so much of this energy when it comes to you, Sagittarius. So if there's any type of competitive vibe when it comes to you, pull that fucking energy back and take your time with something. You're not going to miss out on anything. You're not going to really miss the opportunity if you decide to not take a lot of risks that are just unnecessary. So be mindful of those trying to create a sense of urgency when it comes to you. Bottom of the deck there is the Three of Swords there with the Eight of Cups. A lot of you have been going through some things that's definitely taken you some time. And the complexity with this is whatever your complexity is, Sagittarius. But allow the time that you need to allow on something. Scorpio vibes. No unnecessary risks. That's kind of the whole vibe with you, Sagittarius. What's your favorite astrologer? King of Swords, Six of Cups. What's the best words of advice? What's the best words of wisdom that you remember ever being told? What's your favorite prayer? There's the Leo, there's the Fool, there's the Ten of Cups. Some of you, your faith is what gets you through this. Your faith, hope, belief, whether it's through a deity or just in yourself. Or some of you, it's like both, right? They're kind of like one and the same. But damn. What's your favorite words of wisdom with that Seven of Swords? I feel like that's your favorite quote, your favorite prayer, your favorite whatever. The best advice you ever got. Again, with the Four energy with you. Sit your ass down. This isn't a Jesus take the wheel because you're not going to allow yourself to get to the point where you feel like you need to. Some of y'all consider that like a co-pilot energy. So if you have like one of them guardian angel things in your car or something like that, right? Kind of like footprints in the sand. You can look at it like that. Those of you that like that little saying. But you're not going to get to the point where you're just going to be like, oh my God, I can't. Some of you deal with people that want you to get to that point or want you to feel like you're at that point. So it creates that sort of urgency vibe with something. But again, if someone's watching you, someone's watching them watching you. So however that vibe is with you, Sagittarius. This is a very interesting time for you. Definitely watch your favorite astrologer. Your astrology could be kind of factoring into this. That sense of you not being overwhelmed, that sense of you not taking any unnecessary risks, that sense of you not thinking that you're missing out on something. So, you know, what do when it's foggy out, when it's snowing out? You slow your fucking ass down. So it's kind of like that energy. If this is dealing with relationships or partnerships, you take your time with something. Those of you, people that want to move a relationship forward way too quickly, so that way you kind of aren't or don't have time to pay attention to the red flags. It's kind of like that vibe. If you're single by choice. You're trusting that energy. If you're dating, you're dating. You're taking your time. Whatever this vibe is, there is no sort of sense of urgency with you. Or at least there shouldn't be that sense of urgency with you. That's kind of when you know you need to just take a little bit more time. Some of y'all enjoy the fucking scenery. It's the journey, not the destination for a lot of you. Those of you that have started paying attention to different things, looking at things from a different sort of vibe. What's the best advice you've ever gotten? What's the best sort of quote? What do you use that keeps you motivated? Sagittarius, I don't feel like a lot of you are going to be doing the yoga or the chakra alignment or any of the shit like that. Your little moment of peace could be your daily affirmations, whatever you do that kind of focuses you, keeps you grounded. This is let me upgrade you, but this is like if you're trying to win the marathon, finding your pace and just keeping a comfortable pace at something instead of overwhelming yourself. Knowing yourself. If you need to pamper yourself, pamper yourself. Don't get to the point where you don't feel like you have control of that. That's very interesting. Some of you could be getting back to your religion or looking at your religion from a different perspective. There should be like no urgency to anything. There should be like no rush, because the more you rush something, the more you kind of muck that energy up. It's a simple driving in fog, right? Slow your ass down. So whatever the hell this energy is, who wants to create that sense of urgency? Because that's when you become complacent. That's when you start making choices that really aren't it. You shouldn't rush into any decision making without really looking it through and being very mindful of the choices that you make. There is a kind of counterproductiveness to this too. So whatever you're doing, you're well prepared for it. So you're not like going to start something but not have everything that you need. So if you're wanting to bake a cake, you're going to make sure you have all the ingredients. So that way you don't have to rush out and hurry and get something that you don't have. It's kind of like that. Some of y'all knowing to just, okay, well, maybe now's not the time. Damn, there's so much peace on this. I love this. This is like that. Just take your time with something. Some of you, that sense of urgency could be like a red flag that you need to pay attention to. Who wants to move this relationship or partnership along? Or who is trying to create that illusion of like urgency? So that way it like switches everything up. This is like don't react, don't respond. So whatever this type of vibe is, right? So you don't get overwhelmed. For a lot of you, the whole point is that you don't get overwhelmed with something. So who wants to overwhelm you? Who wants to fucking overwhelm you? Who wants to create that sort of sense of urgency with something? For a lot of you, this could seem a little counterintuitive. Yeah, it is not Jesus take the wheel. You're not going to allow yourself to get to that point where you're not fucking paying attention. Because by the time you're at that sort of time, right? What is your best advice? What is the best advice you've ever heard? What's your favorite motivational quote? It can be whatever the fuck it is for you. What's that song? Bump, 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 bum, 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 bum. What the hell's the name of that song? Dun, 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 dun. Ooh. Anything else for Sagittarius here? This could definitely be astrological for some of you. And that's why you're kind of, you could be, some of you could be feeling that sort of hiccup effect. Some of y'all could be feeling that sort of ripple effect too. So that's when you just need to slow down and focus on something. Those of you that pray and know how that energy works as well. So this is as much patience with you too. There's the Alchemist. There's the Magician. There's the, ooh, there's your opposite on the chart. The Gemini vibe. So Sagittarius, the Magician. There's the Gemini. There's the Nine of Wands. The World and the King of Wands. Oh my goodness. Almost feels like we could write our own song on this. Trusting something, whatever you use. What's that reading that you guys had about the guidepost? I think that was a few weeks ago. Your journey, your path is different. So some of you need to be paying attention somewhere else than where maybe someone wants you to look. So there's that energy of manipulation around you. A lot of you, it's that, who's creating that sense of urgency with something as well. So why does someone need to make a relationship or partnership to work? Why is someone wanting to sort of fast track something when it comes to you? So that way you're not paying attention to something. Don't get to the point where you feel like you're not the one that's in control. Which is basically, pay the fuck attention. No drama on that. So, good. Peace, love, and light. Take a trip. Take a break. Whatever you use to focus yourself. Some of y'all, I don't see y'all doing yoga or anything like that. Whatever you do that gives you your sort of in the moment. What's your favorite affirmations? What's your favorite quote? What's your favorite inspirational quote? What's the best advice you ever got? Avoid that sense of urgency. Some of you, that's the first sign you need to just take your time with something. Ooh, I just want to luxuriate in this energy for a minute here. Sagittarius, I love this. I love this for you. Well, what's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? That's not the song. Ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum. I cannot think of that. So, damn. It's the time of the season for loving. So, ooh, a little bit of psychedelic energy on that. Oh, you need to trust the fuck out of something here. Trust the fuck out of something. Some of y'all, who's trying to rush a relationship or partnership? So some of you don't see like there's a far better fucking opportunity here. Oh, Lord have mercy. You would go get complex like this. Sagittarius. A lot of you, I feel like this is your astrology too. So, damn. Sagittarius, you always have this Aries vibe that shows up for you. I don't know if that's just like your duality. Some of you could be your rising, your moon. Some of you, I feel like this is something that you need to be paying attention to. I feel like you know the smart choices to make. So it's able to make those smart choices. Who is the one that likes to dictate what you do? So this could be someone that you kind of keep around. This could be if you date the same type of person that embodies that vibe. And that's like the consistent with you. I don't feel like this person gave you any advice. But some of you have probably gotten plenty of advice how to deal with this sort of relationship or partnership. Lord, if you have strong Aries and Virgo placement in your chart, this could be that a little bit of that sort of back and forth vibe with you. Be mindful of fake advertising. Be mindful of catfishing energy too. So that way you don't get taken advantage of. Oh my God. Don't allow yourself to feel overwhelmed. Don't allow yourself to get overwhelmed. Some of you are dealing with, some of you could definitely have people around you that like to create that sort of sense of urgency. So that way, you need like it's like a comfortable sort of resting energy. Don't get worked up or excited about anything. Stay in that sort of free-flowing vibe. Some of you, it's just a matter of pacing yourself. So if you're starting something new, you're doing something new, it's better to be slower and consistent than to try to do too much and be inconsistent. It's like that energy there, Sagittarius. Some of you, I feel like your astrology has started kind of pulling you back into this, and that's what makes the difference with you. No unnecessary risks, nothing, any... It's kind of like if you wake up late to start your day, you're better off just sitting your ass down, taking your time, so that way you're not rushing around. You're already late. You can't change that. So just do like your normal routine. And you get there when you get there. But you don't create that energy of, oh my goodness, where you're like rushing around all the time and you never feel like you catch up. So, Sagittarius, some of you, that's almost like that energy there. This is going to depend a lot upon your beliefs as well. So, don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. What's the best fucking advice you ever got? That's sort of the vibe. Whatever this Aries energy and some of y'all Aries Virgo mix. Someone with a Aries with a Virgo rising or a Virgo with an Aries rising. Those of you Sagittariuses that like those overly dominant type relationships or partnerships, even though you don't. Ooh, Sagittarius. Sorry, Sagittarius. I just wanted to luxuriate in your energy here. Very beautiful vibes. So you need to trust that. Don't rush anything. It's all about the choices that you're making, taking your time with those decisions. You got cross watchers. Oh, well. It's more like opportunist. Sagittarius, don't let someone create the urgency that you need them when actually, and in fact, they need you. You know what I mean there, Sagittarius? So just take your time with something. Because someone could be like, oh, you need to do this, Sagittarius. No, they need you to do that, Sagittarius. So trust the fuck out of something. It's that song. What's your name? So maybe some of y'all are dealing with some intergenerational type issues. Bum, 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 bum. That's a 90s song. Bum, bum, bum. Or early 2000s. Bum, 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 bum. What the hell is that chick's name? Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take what's yours, leave what's not. Take your time. Find that centering point. If you're late, you're already late. Don't try to rush. You don't need that. Good luck. God bless. Like, share, subscribe. Take what's yours. Leave what's not. Peace, love, and light, Sagittarius.